Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to our All Recovery meeting. Today, we're going to be talking about substance use and co-occurring mental disorders. All Recovery meeting, this is. And I am your host, facilitator, peer in this recovery field. And so, my name is Craig. I am a certified peer recovery specialist here at Capital Recovery Center. And so, don't forget to share, subscribe, like, let someone know about what we're doing on today. And so, if you haven't heard, you're going to hear from me. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And so, therefore, we've been speaking, sharing information on mental health, co-occurring. And so, we are here to support you in any way or any capacity that we are able to. And so feel free to log on. This article is brought to you by, it's spelled NIMH dot NIH.gov. So this article is brought to you by, I'm going to spell the letters out. It's NIMH.gov. The reason I did that because I don't want to mispronounce someone's email or link. All right, and so let's dive right into it. I'm excited to share this information because it's always good to share some good information, especially when it's dealing with getting healthier and becoming more productive in your lifestyle. So here's the overview. The overview we're going to talk about in the states, it says substance use disorders, known as SUDS, is a treatable mental disorder that affects a person's brain and behavior, leading to their inability to control their use of substances like legal or illegal drug, alcohol, or medications. Symptoms can be moderate to severe, with addiction being the most severe form of SUDS, that is substance use disorder. People with a substance use disorder may also have other mental health disorders, and people with mental health disorders may also struggle with substance use. See how they're interchangeable? People with substance use disorder may have mental health disorders, and people with mental health disorders may have substance use. All right, may be struggling with substance use. These other mental health disorders can include anxiety disorders, depression, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder known as ADHD, bipolar disorder, personality disorder, and schizophrenia, among others. For more information, you can feel free to contact National Institute on Drug Abuse, Common Comorbidities with Substance Use Disorder Research Report. Though people might have both a substance use disorder, and a mental disorder, that does not mean that one caused the other. Let me read that again. It says, though people may have both a sub and a mental disorder, that does not mean one causes the other. All right. Research suggests three possibilities that could explain why substance use disorders and other mental disorders may occur together. And I'm going to read the three that are listed. Common risk factors can contribute to both SUDS and other mental disorders. Both substance use disorders and other mental disorders can run in families, meaning certain genes may be a risk factor. Environmental factors such as stress or trauma can cause genetic changes that are passed down through generation and may contribute to the development of a mental disorder or a substance use disorder. And so there are risk factors, and it can be genes or it can be environmental. Mental disorders can contribute to substance use, and substance use disorders. Studies found that people with a mental disorder, such as anxiety, depression, or post-traumatic stress disorder, commonly known as PTSD, may use drugs or alcohol as a form of self-medication. Okay? However, although some drugs may temporarily help with some symptoms of mental disorders, they may make the symptoms worse over time. Additionally, brain changes in people with mental disorders may enhance the rewarding effects of substances. Okay? And read that again. Additionally, brain changes in people with mental disorders may enhance the rewarding effects of substances, make it more likely they will continue to use the substance. Brain changes, remember that. Brain changes in people with mental disorder, right, may enhance the rewarding effects of substance, which entail making it more likely they will continue to use the substances. All right. And the last bullet talks about substance use and substance use disorders can contribute to the development of other mental disorders. Substance use may trigger changes in brain structure and function that make a person more likely to develop a mental disorder. Very interesting stuff. Some very, I want to say profound information because a lot of stuff is new to me. And so I'm not sure if it's new to the audience that's out there that may be watching or listening. However, I think it's very informative, to say the least. All right. The next one we want to talk about diagnosis and treatment. Diagnosis and treatment. When someone has a substance use disorder and another mental health disorder, it is usually better to treat them at the same time rather than separately. People who need help for a substance use disorder and other mental disorders should see a healthcare provider for each disorder. It can be challenging to make an accurate diagnosis because some symptoms are the same for both disorders. So the provider should use comprehensive assessment tools to reduce the chance of a misdiagnosis and provide the right treatment. And so I am a certified peer recovery specialist. However, I am not a professional who can diagnose someone with a mental health disorder or provide the necessary treatment that one may need for mental health and substance use disorder. All right. It is also, and so what I mean by that, the reason I state that is because it's very important that we do not misguide people or mislead people to the wrong information. And so therefore, we want to steer people in the right direction by letting them know that, hey, even if you contact a peer recovery coach, our duty is and our responsibility is to share this information and to give you a referral and lead you to professional providers who can treat both substance use disorders and mental health disorders as well. All right. The article goes on to say it is also essential that the provider tailor treatment, which may include behavioral therapies and medications to an individual's specific combination of disorders and symptoms. It should also take into account the person's age, the misused substance, and the specific mental disorders. Talk to your healthcare provider to provide what treatment may be best for you and give the treatment time to work. All right? Contact your healthcare provider. All right, let's go on to another one. And this is something I like because I had the opportunity to go to a therapeutic community. All right. And so that was a TC, we call it TC program for behavioral therapy. All right. And so behavioral therapy research has found several behavioral therapies that have promise for treating individuals with co-occurring substance use and mental disorders. Healthcare providers may recommend behavioral therapies alone or in combination with medication. Some examples of effective behavioral therapies for adults with substance use disorders and different co-occurring mental disorders include, they are the following: cognitive behavioral therapy, all right? Cognitive behavior therapy, which is also known as CBT, is a type of talk therapy aimed at helping people learn how to cope with difficult situations by challenging irrational thoughts and changing behavior, right? The other one is dialectical behavioral therapy, DBT, uses concepts of mindfulness and acceptance or being aware of and attentive to the current situation and emotional state. Dialectical behavioral therapy also teaches skills that can help control intense emotions, reduce self-destructive behaviors such as suicide attempts, thoughts or urges, self-harm or drug use, and improve relationships. These are some good behavioral therapies that one should look into. The first one I read was the cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. Second one is dialectical behavioral therapy, DBT. And the third one is assertive community treatment. The initial are ACT or ACT. It is a form of community-based mental health care that emphasizes outreach to the community and an individualized treatment approach. Remember, early on, I say I had the opportunity to go to a therapeutic community. And so the article has that one listed in this article as well. It says therapeutic communities, TC, are a common form of long-term residential treatment that focuses on helping people develop new and healthy values, attitudes, and behaviors. And that's one of the things that when I was in therapeutic community, everyone had to go through the process as being an expediter. And so if you've ever been into a TC program or therapeutic community, you know that I know the one I was in, everyone had to be initially in orientation. You will have to be an expediter. And an expediter was one who addresses behavior. Everyone addresses behavior, but more or less, you get the initial training from being an expediter who monitors group settings and who makes sure that everything is ran accordingly by addressing behaviors. And so this article says TC, therapeutic community, help people develop new, healthier values, attitudes, and behavior. That's why I stress the point. And one thing I learned from my supervisor when I was there is that everything is a behavior. And at first, I didn't understand exactly where he was going with that. But once I began to develop my understanding of cognitive reconstructing process, I began to understand that consequences for everyone's actions, whether you do something good, you get rewarded. When you do something bad, you get penalized. And so one should know right from wrong prior to going to a TC program. But in that setting, that group setting, everything is a behavior. So we had the responsibility to address every behavior because we didn't want someone who's what we used the term back then, who was suffering to not get healthy. All right. So the last one talked about contingency management, CM. Principles encourage healthy behaviors by offering vouchers or rewards for desired behavior. And so another one we want to talk about, behavioral therapies for children and adolescents. Yes, we also don't want to miss that. We don't want to overlook the younger people as well, because they may be struggling with either co-occurrent behavior, a mental disorder, or substance use disorder. And so the article goes on to say some effective behavioral treatments for children and adolescents include brief strategic family therapy, BSFT. Therapy targets family interaction thought to maintain or worsen adolescent substance use disorders and other co-occurring problem behaviors. Multidimensional family therapy works with the whole family to simultaneously address multiple and interacting adolescent problem behaviors such as substance use, mental disorder, school problems, delinquency, and other. Systemic therapy targets key factors associated with serious antisocial behavior in children and adolescents with substance use disorder. So, first area of behavior was the therapy, and we talked about seeking healthcare providers that can give you the best results, using the best tool through assessment. And then the second one, we didn't want to, the article talks about children and adolescents where it incorporates the family dynamic as well. Okay, and so the last one, the next one we want to talk about medications. All right, and so this is mental health. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and so we're going to talk about the medication aspect. It's so important that people get stabilized. All right, and so there are effective medications that treat opioid, alcohol, and nicotine addiction, and lessen the symptoms of many other mental disorders. Some medication may be useful in treating multiple disorders. For more information on behavioral treatments and medication for substance disorder, you can visit NIDA's Drug Facts and Treatment web pages, or you can, for more information about treatment for mental disorder, you can visit the National Institute of Mental Health health topic web pages as well. So you can always go online if you don't know where to go. You want to contact us here at Capital Recovery Center, feel free to reach out to us. If not, you can do it on your own. However, we suggest that you get the best help from professional people as well. And so I'm going to go over a few finding helps. All right? It's said to find mental health treatment services in your area. Call the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Service Administration, known as SAMHSA, National Helpline at 1-800-662-HELP. All right? Or you can visit the SAMHSA online treatment locator or text your zip code to 435748. And so, as always, it's a pleasure to be able to come here and share all the exciting information with those in the community. And so, yes, it's been a blast to be here to share information. And also, this is a hybrid group, all right? This is a hybrid group, whereas you can watch us online or you can come into the office. We suggest that you let someone know that we are located at 72 North Pearl Street here in Bristol, New Jersey, 0832. And we're here every week providing services. And you can contact us at phone number 856-391-7449. Let me place that on the screen because I think that's important. Because someone may ask, well, you said all that good stuff. Oh, wow. Someone took it off the screen? My God. All right. Well, we don't have it on the screen. We did have it at one time. I don't know if someone got, well, I told you anyway verbally. So once again, you can contact Capital Recovery Center, 72 North Pearl Street, Bristol, New Jersey, 08302. And you can call us 856-391-7449. And I am Craig, one of the recovery coaches here. Until the next time, stay healthy and be safe. Oh, somebody commented. Okay, Kevin, I'm here, Craig. All right, Kevin. I see where you said you was here. So, all right. Until next time.